the good stuff.
Welcome back, everybody, to Goodwill Podcasting with Dan and Stone, your movie podcast that today is talking about the 2026 Oscars. Yes, we just had the biggest night in movies, the biggest night in Hollywood, the biggest night possibly, I guess, for this podcast. And it is all over. The winners have been called out. The snubs have happened. There's some losers, some winners, some excitement, some predictability, some interesting, controversial things that happened during the telecast that we might get into right now, or get into in this conversation. But I'm excited to talk about it. Dan, how was your viewing experience of the Oscars yesterday? I know you had the baseball team with the Dominican Republic, right?
Yes.
And okay,
Yeah. So I had that on my phone and I had the Oscars on the TV. It was a good experience, and I think I don't think this was the most exciting Oscars or the most controversial, but I thought it was solid.
yeah,
I think a lot of that goes back to Conan. I think Conan's a very good guest. I think Conan's very funny. I don't know if everyone thinks he's funny, but like most of what he said, I really like how he delivers stuff, and I think he's a funny guy. Are you a fan of his?
I like Kona. He I right before for the Oscars, there was I don't know if you ever watched it on YouTube. There's this chicken shop date. I think it's what it's called.
I saw her on the red carpet.
So
They
she's popular. She has a YouTube thing that's super
yeah.
popular. And beforehand, she had a chicken shop. They released an episode with Conan. So
Okay.
I do like Conan. It was like 12 minutes long, and the two of them talked. But what's interesting though about her is Conan obviously was in an Oscar nominated movie, which is wild, and he
Mhm.
said that up on stage. But she's also making a comedy. So in the chicken shop date, they were like talking about that just a little bit. But yeah, I Conan is very funny. I'll take him over Jimmy Kimmel. I was a little bit worried when Kimmel walked up there, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, no. I
Please
was like, go
no.
back. Did you watch the opening bit? Did you see when the pre-recorded stuff about like
I thought that
weapons?
was well done. I
Yeah,
thought that was well done. Yeah, I thought that was funny. Normally, when I see shit like that, I'm like, this is gonna be cringe. Like I just kind of hold my breath. But I thought it was actually funny. I liked it.
yeah. I'll say that was just for everyone listening. How if they didn't see it online or social media, I was able to watch this in a room with a lot of people from South by Southwest. I had the hat on. I have the voice to match my time at South by Southwest currently. It was cool though because obviously for certain reasons we'll get into maybe a little bit later. It was a solid night, a good night for Sinners, and it was really cool because there was lot of the black community. There's a lot of black people at my my party, I would say,
Yeah.
and even like there was some who walked in just for like the big I would say most important nomination of the night or most important win of the night, most exciting. And it was just cool to be in that atmosphere with like people who really like movies. But to transition into what we were talking about, everyone was cracking up at the Conan stuff. I think everyone loves Conan. It's hard not to. And also, I mean, he was very serious at moments too. Like he was unafraid to talk about the important stuff that was going on in the world, which is admirable and cool to see, especially from him, because I feel like he can be serious, but he always just seems like a lighthearted, fun guy.
Yeah. I think he's a very smart person. And I think
Yes.
I really like his humor. I feel like he's very dry and like witty, and but he's also intelligent. And I think when you peel back the humor from someone like that, he's probably pretty interesting to talk to. Um, but I feel like the thing with Conan is he seems like he's actually himself. I think he feels like a genuine person, um, which is nice to see. And I think that's why a lot of what he does really works. He's also grown on me a lot over time. Like I feel like when he first started out, like back in the day, or when he first kind of grew to fame and had his show and stuff, I wasn't really into him. I didn't think he was that funny, but the more I've watched him, the more I've enjoyed. And also, he's a good actor. Like he was really good in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Um, and I'd like to see him act more.
Yeah. I wonder if he will act more. Like I wonder if he's got a taste for it
I'm
now.
sure he will. Yeah.
Yeah. Has he ever been in anything else? Oh, I did the research. That would be crazy if
Yeah.
you like just called off like two or three or four movies. I'm like, Big
I
Conan
feel like
fan.
I would be sure that he's popped up in little things. Yeah, so like he was in Now You See Me as himself. He did the voice of the Riddler in the Lego Batman movie.
Oh,
Um, he has one upcoming project as a writer. He's doing a TV series called Conan O'Brien Must Go. I don't know what that is. As an actor, hold on. He is doing a voice in Toy Story 5, and that is the only thing
oh yeah, he is doing that.
he
He
has
does have a
upcoming.
good. He has a good voice for voice acting. Yeah, he's playing like a potty. I didn't think I was going to say that word on this episode, but like a potty time device for the kid or something like that in Toy Story 5. I think you saw him
He was
for
in
a
the
brief moment in the trailer.
he was in the Weird Al Yankovic movie, which I didn't watch. Um,
That's the Danny Radcliffe one, right? Weird Al.
Honestly,
Yeah,
Stone, I don't know anything about that movie. I just kind of ignored it, but um, yeah, other stuff just kind of popped up as himself generally, except for the Lego Batman voice acting.
yeah. I do like with everything that's going on when it comes to Paramount and slash CBS or them acquiring everything. I do like that this is still on ABC, another giant corporation still, but
Yeah.
I mean, Conan even poked fun at that. He also poked fun at the really fast at the ballet and opera
Yeah.
stuff, which was very funny. Um, but I will
I
say
thought
something that
the most vicious thing he had to say really was at Ted Sarandos, which I thought was hilarious.
was he
Very
like?
funny.
What I will say the thing is with going to a party, and this is going to make this conversation interesting between the two of us. Is it is hard to hear at times because there's
You missed
like
some stuff. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, there's 15 people talking, but with Ted Sarandos, he was basically just like, Ted, this is what a theater is. Isn't this
Yeah.
fun?
Yeah. And like it was like he was joking, but you could tell he wasn't really. Like he kind of went on for, 15, 30 seconds about it. Um, and like rightfully so. Like you're there celebrating all these movies that people went and watched in the theater. So
Yeah, hopefully Conan was the one who convinced him. We'll see.
yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
Ted's laughing to the bank, but
I will say I never thought that people would think this way. This is a crazy thing to say. But with the broadcast last night, a lot of people it's changing next year and how people are going to enjoy it. It's a night for movies. It's a night for to be on network television. But then now everyone's okay with it being on YouTube next year
is
because
that is that next year, Stone? Did they say it's
I think
2029?
I think it's next year. I mean, I
Okay.
think everyone was happy or was talking about that, yeah, because there are no, I guess, barriers for the broadcast and how long it has to be.
It is 2029. So we have a little bit.
Oh, dude. Well, I apologize. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that'll be interesting though. I'm curious to see what that looks like when that, rolls around.
Yeah, because I mean, the whole thing with, I mean, I guess the most egregious time it happened was with Golden, and they just didn't let anybody from that team. They let one person from that team speak, which was crazy if you think about it, because Sean Penn. It's interesting. I mean, this will get into us talking about like the nominations and who won a little bit, because Sean Penn wasn't there, which is crazy, but I'm kind of fine with that. I didn't necessarily need to hear Sean Penn talk. But then you would think that that would create a time in the
Hmm.
show where you could have Golden maybe talk longer. But then we had the whole, I think it was a live action short tie that happened, which actually
Hmm.
caused that to have, a larger amount of time. But I don't know. What do you think about that?
I just am not sure how. I feel like the show should take as long as it takes. Like it's once a year, you know. You have people up there that some of them it's the only time they're ever going to be up there. Like this is their moment to, have their moment and say what they have to say and it is just that feeling rushed is just so weird to me. It's all, and that's, always kind of the same for award shows, but it makes it feel
Awkward,
very
man.
fake and
Yeah.
disingenuous and passive aggressive and just like weird. I don't know. I don't like it.
And I saw a lot of people saying this, or heard a lot of people talking about it last night. I think I saw people saying it online, but there are people who do still think, and rightfully so, with me, me being a fan of the medium, but like animation, it's just like, guess you don't fucking care about, Golden or anything like that. Like you're not respecting it at all. Now I'm wondering if I lied to you one, would that have, you know, would they let other people from I Lie to You talk? Like, would have been the same thing, and that would have been terrible as well. I mean, you got to think about it. Like a song is not just one person. It's not just an acting nomination. It's a whole group of people. So you didn't plan for more than one person. Maybe that's something they wrote them like beforehand. Like, if you win, only one person is going to be able to speak, and that's it. I don't know. I guess we don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah. I also think and we've talked about it. I mean, I've talked about it throughout multiple award shows, but I think there tends to be more disrespect towards international film and
Oh
people who aren't
yes,
American. Or I'm not, to be totally blunt, I'm not sure. Is that team, are they Korean or are they Korean American or what? I literally don't even know.
I'm not sure either. I know
Okay.
EJ. I mean, part of them is Korean. EJ, which is the singer of the one of the singers from the actual movie itself. But there's a whole team up there writing, and there could be a mix between international, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
creators
but
and also,
I think the point remains like it's something that isn't based around American culture. So, um, and we've seen a lot of weird moments throughout all the award shows towards international film, which is a shame because like it gets treated like it's less than, I think. Um, I also found it funny that Joachim Trier is one of the people who had the most to say of substance in his speech and after the awards when he was speaking as well, and it's like kind of showed up a lot of the Americans, which is funny. But
so that was the only time that an international film got any recognition, right? Was obviously for best international feature, but did anything? I know things were nominated, but nothing else won.
not off the top of my head. Um, and I mean, we don't have to sit on it and talk about it for long, but like no other choice not being nominated for anything. I can't. It's the one thing that I can't wrap my head around. Um,
Right.
I don't know if it's a personal thing or if it's a thing. I know there was stuff with Park Chan-wook about um something happened with the union. There was some type of situation that caused a stir. I don't know if it's related to that, but I thought it was the second best movie of the year, so that was disappointing. I will say the one thing we didn't talk about is there was the documentary. I don't know if it was a documentary or the documentary short. I think from um, Mr. Nobody Against Putin. That was international. It was that one best documentary feature.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Um,
So at least,
but outside of that, yeah.
there is some recognition there. So the first, I guess we should maybe go through the list of the winners and everything like that. Well, we got Amy Madigan first, which I still,
I don't get it. I'm sorry.
um, who I don't know. I mean, I talked about it with somebody today. We got my roommate over here is applauding for Amy Madigan. I don't think that the performance was bad. I
No,
just,
not
I
bad.
don't, no, it's not bad. I just never, when I was watching it personally, thought that that was an Oscar worthy performance, in my opinion. And it's crazy because not Oscar worthy, but just, would be recognized by the Oscars. But I am not a fan, and I have been this way ever since. And I love Everything Everywhere All at Once. But the Jamie Lee Curtis thing, this whole legacy Oscar, like it's your time kind of bullshit. I'm not a fan of that. Like that's why I was happy last year when Demi Moore didn't win. Like Demi Moore gave a great performance, and she might have deserved to win for her
I think she was
performance. But
so much better than
fair enough, fair enough. And that's
Mikey.
what
I'm
if
sorry.
no, 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 that's okay. If she won, she should have won for that reason, is what I'm saying. And I hate like if I don't like that Jamie Lee Curtis put such a bad taste in my mouth when it comes to the Oscars. because it should
Yeah,
not matter how long your career is. It should matter the movie that you do. That's, I mean, we'll get into it. The whole thing with Timothy Chalamet and Michael B. Jordan, in my opinion, is everyone's like, oh, it's Timothy, third nomination. Let's get it. Let's get him that Oscar. It's like,
who cares?
in my opinion, Coogler, and this isn't on Timothy. Timothy gave a great performance. It's why he's nominated. It's just what Coogler wrote for the characters of Smoke and Stack is just harder and more interesting to do than Marty was. Marty's kind of a one note person in that movie. It's just that the performances are different. So I don't care if everyone's like, it's going to be a Leo thing. And it should be a Leo thing where it's like, eventually down the road, there might be a role that comes around and Timothy should win for it, but not this year. It's
He's also
obviously,
30
in my
years
opinion,
old.
yeah,
Like, what are we crying about? Like, please stop it. But like, um, on the Amy Madigan thing, it was a to your point, it was the longest gap between Oscar nominations for an actress because she was nominated in 1985 for Twice in a Lifetime. So it is a crazy thing, but again, was she better than Tiana Taylor? Was she better than Wunmi Masaku?
no.
Like,
Inga Ipsdottir
was she better
Lilius
than
was my,
Inga? Was
that
she
was
better than
mine.
Elle Fanning? Like,
Yeah.
the
I can't remember
performance
if we
nobody has mentioned one time in the entire award season, but Elle was very good. Like, Elle's an underrated actor. Um,
supposedly her new show is good. My roommate here, Mr. Emmett, guest of the podcast, has watched Margot's Got Money Problems. I think that's coming out on in April on Apple TV, but he said it was good.
and I think the thing with the weapons performance is just like I feel like she's just playing a trope, like the creepy old like that that's been done so many times. It's not interesting to me. I just I didn't get it. It was a tough way to start the show, I think, but
Yeah. Very. Have we talked about who would you want to have won? I don't know if we talked about this.
I would have wanted to see anyone but her win.
No, that's not what I'm asking. That's not what
I,
I'm
I think
asking.
I think I think Inga probably should have won.
That was mine, dude. That was mine.
Um, I would probably go Inga, Wunmi, maybe Tiana Taylor, and then Elle, but they're all
But
really good.
Amy
Um,
straight at the bottom.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Not a bad performance. Let's get this straight. Not
No,
a bad
no, not at
performance.
all.
Yeah,
No, no, yeah,
just not the best in our opinion.
yeah.
Maybe what came next, and I'm curious what you think of this because you disliked this movie more than others, but you did like it. I think at the end was Frankenstein. I think. Well, I say it.
I gave it a 2 or 2.5. I don't
Oh
remember. I
shit!
think
I thought you
I
gave it
think two
better
and
than
a
that.
half.
Okay.
There was there was stuff I liked. There were parts I enjoyed. There were I think Jacob Elordi did a good job.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think it really captures much of the story very well. Um, and I've talked about that at length in videos that were way too long, but um, that's kind of my main issue. I understand what he was doing. I think they kind of made it into like a superhero origin story,
Oh yeah. I
like
did forget that had
Marvel
those
type
vibes to
movie,
it.
and I'm
Yeah.
just like, this isn't Frankenstein. Um, I think it felt really afraid to like tackle any of the difficult stuff around that story, um, and the character, and that's just I didn't think it was very good, and I think it's very Netflixy, a lot of exposition, a lot of over explaining, uh, a lot of just saying things in a very on the nose way. And it got tiresome
Yes.
for me.
Very, very unfortunately superficial. I will say too is that yeah, it won. I think it rightfully won though what it won. The thing is about Guillermo del Toro's movies, he does beautifully overemphasize the production of them and the behind the scenes and making those worlds look very real. So I guess you would call
But
them
was the
technical
production
awards.
design, yeah,
Yes,
was the production design of Frankenstein better than like Hamnet and Sinners?
yes,
I don't agree.
I
I
do,
don't
I
even see
do.
that. This is my disconnect. Like, I think the movie looks really fake. I think it looks really synthetic. I think it looks
I agree,
It-
but does that take away from what was actually done to the sets? Whether or not they look good on camera, that's cinematography, which Frankenstein wasn't nominated for, I don't believe. So it's interesting. How do you judge production design? Is it how it looks
I
on the screen or what's actually there in person?
so I think the production design, like, and I talked about this before kind of in a video, but like all this stuff for me, like all the technical stuff, even like editing, music, cinematography, it's designed to make you not realize you're watching a movie. Like you want to be immersed in the story. And I think when things don't line up and don't work, um, it what's actually happening. If a performance is bad, if a line is read wrong, or if it's written badly, or if there's a weird like it's all just reminding you, oh, I'm watching a movie and I don't like what's happening. You just want to not think about that fact and be in the story. And all of these things kind of work together to make that happen. So I think when the production design is distracting in some way, or when it looks cheap, or when it looks synthetic, and it's reminding me I'm watching a movie. Um, and
So you
I
think you think
think
it was the production and not cinematography? Because I know we didn't like the cinematography. That you guys did
I think it's
say
a
when we were
combination.
okay, okay.
Yeah, but
I'll say it did win. Let's see, it won hair and makeup, which good on that one. Yeah, that's okay.
again, I think when you talk about Sinners, and I
Yeah.
got to sit down with Sean Richards, who was the makeup designer on Sinners, and like really, I talked to her for like an hour and a half about it, and like the amount of detail that went into that, and the amount of thought, and um, it's so much of the movie is tied to that, and like even the subtlety of using makeup to help differentiate between Smoke and Stack, and
Mm.
play on the ideas that Ryan Coogler had from a writing perspective in terms of what made those two men different, and enhance that with um treating their eyebrows differently, treating their jawline differently. Everyone's talked about the dimple thing for Stack and Smoke, like that makeup is involved in that as well. um it's just making Smoke be feel like a heavier person and a heavier personality, and some of that goes into that. And Sean was Michael's makeup person, and she put a lot of thought into every aspect of that film. Um, and even like the blood, and the way the vampires kind of um, looked and attacked people and all that. Like it felt unique to me. So I liked Sinners from a makeup perspective.
I guess it's hard, but
I
like how I mean, we weren't you did not talk to the makeup or hairstyle person of Frankenstein. So maybe if you heard what
Yeah,
they how all the work they put into that. I will say one thing about
yeah,
Frankenstein. So it won production design, costume design, and then makeup and hairstyling. Those are the what you call it, like technical awards. Isn't that what they're
yeah,
referred to as? Okay.
yeah.
Um, I saw people talk about the fact that nobody, and you were saying the reason why you don't like this movie as much as others is you think it's a poor adaptation of the source material. I don't
Among other
think,
things.
yeah, I don't think anybody thanked Mary Shelley randomly
Somebody
for
did.
the story. Okay,
Yeah, the woman who won, I want to say it was costume design, Kate Hawley. I think at the end she thanked
okay,
Mary
okay.
Shelley. Yeah,
I
which was
think
cool.
maybe that was the third one out of them all. I don't know. Yeah,
I
but
think so. Yeah,
okay. So everyone's like, is anybody going to? And then she eventually did.
yeah.
Maybe she was on Twitter and was listening to the or saw the bots talking about that.
No, she seemed really nice and uh genuine, and she was, and costume is the one that I'm, again, I don't like a lot of the costumes, but like they were nice, I guess. I think some of
Yeah,
it still looks really cheap, but between for costume, I think it was just really that or Sinners, and it is what it is.
yeah. Speaking of, she was really nice. I did like that Anne Hathaway was presenting that award. Um, that was that was very nice as well for the costumes. I think it was I think it was costume design with the Devil Wears Prada, I believe. Like I said, it's all mixing together for me, so I'm sorry if I'm getting all this wrong. But I know
No,
that she
that's
was
right.
there. Who is the woman who inspired Devil Wears Prada that she was with?
It was Anna Winter.
Okay, that she's That's who. Did she write the book, The Devil Wears Prada?
She is like a fashion icon. I think she's the person behind Vogue, I want to say.
Either she
Yeah,
wrote The
she
Devil Wears
was.
Prada or it's about her.
I'm assuming she inspired it. She was
Yes,
the editor
yes.
in chief of Vogue from 1988 to 2025. Um, Terrible, terrible human being. It's funny they made a joke
Oh,
about Epstein, and then they roll out Anna Wintour, who like brought Diddy into the fashion world and brought him to every single fashion event forever, and they were close friends. And it's like, hmm, we're really picking and choosing here what we care about. But
I guess it's more
anyway,
so maybe not the people in the crowd who care about that, but it's more so that's on ABC. Who and this is how my brain works.
yeah.
ABC, they got two good ads during the telecast. Was hey, oh, how did you like the Antichrist being in attendance?
Who?
And if anybody doesn't know, the Antichrist, your buddy, his name is Mr. Grogu.
Oh, fuck that guy. I was hoping he got. No.
I will say Conan was funny. Conan came out though, and he was like, "Ah, Grogu." I was like, "I just noticed you can't fucking clap your hands, can you? Clap your hands. You can't do
That was
it."
funny. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
good,
there
but
were elements of it that feel like an ad for sure.
I mean, there's
I
two of
get
them,
it.
right? It was the Mandalorian and Grogu. You have Sigourney Weaver and Pedro up there, talking. Pedro Pascal with his no mustache.
He looks weird, man.
It is strange.
Something about him looked really odd. I don't know. And
I will
it's
say,
rare for me to comment on like looks or appearance. I don't really give a fuck, but like he looked odd. I
I feel
don't
like
really
he's
know.
always just had facial hair, and when you see somebody without facial hair, it's just it throws you off.
Yeah.
I will say, my wife. I think I've told you this. My wife's hall pass, I guess you would call it, is Pedro Pascal. So I'm curious if that is still the
Probably not
case.
maybe not anymore. I don't know. Just gotta follow up there.
Yeah, with no mustache. I think I might have maybe Stone even got a W last night. Like there is no more hall pass.
Good.
But yeah, and then we also had. I mean, we were just talking about it, but the ad of the Devil Wears Prada. So with Anna Wintour up there and Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for that movie, but
I feel like it's gonna be bad, but
Dan, don't speak that. Don't speak that. But all right, what do we got next? Film editing for one battle after another. It's a well edited movie. I know a lot of people thought that F1 was going to win in this. It did not.
yeah, I'm okay with it.
I am too. I mean, they
I
made that road. I mean, the tension that you feel at the. I mean, it's that climax of the movie for me.
Is that
I mean,
scene that exciting?
yes.
I don't really think it is. I think it's a pretty boring car chase. Um, the more I've thought about it, and like I don't know, that whole
I'll,
movie is just a little bit overblown, I think.
I
And
will
it's
say,
kind of the big winner of the night, but
yeah, which was we knew that, which was the boring esque part of the night. I will say though, this
yeah,
will go into another category. I was getting worried, not worried because this it is good, but that Johnny Greenwood was maybe going to win score, and not Ludwig Göransson. Now that
that
didn't
category
happen.
is fucking stacked.
Yes,
Like
very much so.
all those scores are really, really solid. Every single
Even
one.
Frankenstein. See, Dan can speak about Frankenstein positively.
It was the worst of the five, but dude, the Begonia store from Jerskin Fendrix, like it's really good. It's really good. I think it's a little bit underrated. But
I
I
will
was
say
happy to see Ludwig get it.
I know you didn't watch it for understandable reasons, but I will say I know our buddy Vets, who we've had on the podcast a few times. He's a big advocate of the Marty Supreme score is very good, and that
Not good
there was
enough for a
not.
nomination, apparently.
Yeah, and that was good. It was good. I'm telling you, but I mean, nothing was. I saw this post that's going very very viral on Twitter, and they're like, Marty didn't take home anything. And somebody said this is like the most Marty thing kind of ever to happen because the whole movie is about him not winning, really. So it's like chasing. I mean, even like we talked about it, like Timothy Chalamet. I mean, many people have said this. Like he kind of personified or felt like Marty in a way when it came to chasing this Oscar. and then you chase it, you chase it, you chase it, and you didn't get it. And the movie didn't get anything, and it really wanted to get something. I mean, you can even look at the studio perspective. A24, we're ditching everything. We're going all Marty Supreme. Nothing. So that's
Maybe the lesson there is don't be an arrogant prick because nobody likes that person. You know?
that and don't allow things to happen on your set that are
Yeah,
inappropriate.
and you know what? It's
He
I'll
wasn't
I'll
there.
take up.
I don't think Benny was there.
It was
I don't.
Josh, dude.
Oh my bad, Josh. Was he there though? My bad. My bad.
Yeah, he was
Okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see him, but
and
that could have been because of the party.
not to people might be shocked, not to like defend Timmy, but like a lot of the shit that he's said and done, like it's been really stupid and annoying, right? But like, if you want to blame someone for Marty Supreme going 0 for 20, 0 for 20 at the BAFTAs and Oscars, blame Josh Safdie because he did something fucking reprehensible. He put a 17-year-old girl, they got off Instagram, across from an ex-convict, a violent ex-convict, in a sex scene. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we
Yeah,
doing? Like, and that came out, and everyone blames Timothy Chalamet. Like, and it's like, well, something actually happened that happened at a time when it actually could have affected voting, and people care about that stuff. That's like real damage that was done. Um, and this isn't fucking 1975. You don't make movies like that anymore. It's not okay. So fuck that movie and fuck him. Um, and I'm glad that movie ate shit at both award shows. So
yeah. Um, Begonia. When it came to the score, I was somewhere else on my iPad here looking at the nominations. But yeah, Begonia's score is good, dude.
yeah, it
And
is.
I remember us having a conversation months and months ago. I don't know if we had the conversation when Sinners came out when we talked about Sinners, but when Sinners came out and everyone heard that score, everyone felt that music in the theater while watching the film. I think automatically everyone was like, "Geez, dude, Ludwig gonna get nominated again." And I remember telling you, having this conversation, I'm like, "There's no way they can give it to him because the dude has this is his third win, and that's crazy for a composer. I mean, I'll do the research right now,
But
but
like you were talking about with the legacy stuff, like who gives a fuck? Like it doesn't matter. If you have the best score, like you have the best score. I mean,
it's not that I care, right? It's that I don't. I think there
you thought
are
they would care, maybe.
yes.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. I was telling all night long to everybody is I did not think Michael B. Jordan would happen, and it's not because I don't think Michael B. Jordan deserved it. I just didn't think the Oscars would do that. I just didn't think they would recognize him appropriately for what he did. I think they would give in to Chalamet and the pressure of possibly giving him an Oscar and all this stuff, but
Yeah.
they didn't. So when it comes to, I do think Ludwig had the best score. I mean, it's like fucking. We've talked about it. Emma Stone, right? Was Emma Stone the best female performer? Oh, I haven't asked you this. Is she your favorite performance, or do you like Jessie better? Ooh, ooh.
So I did a ranking. I did a video of like the top 50 performances of the year, and my number one performance of the year from a man or a woman is Ava Victor. Like
Um,
who I think she was fabulous. Obviously wasn't nominated. Kate Hudson is nominated.
Hell yeah, bro.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's like that whole like legacy shit. Like that's what that is, and I don't like
I
it.
do I do think my top five, I want to say it was like Ava Victor, Jessie Buckley, I think at two.
Okay, okay,
Emma Stone was really high up there. Um,
okay.
the other person, the highest man on my list was Jesse Plemons. I think he gave the best performance of the year. And you can argue that Emma Stone did too, but I love Jessie Buckley. Um, I think she's wonderful, and I'm so happy she won. I thought she had maybe one of the best speeches of the night, top three or four for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. You just talking about Pagodia and like Jesse Plemons' performance, you got me thinking about it, and just
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
so
Emma
good.
Stone's.
Like,
I've only watched that movie once, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I might want to like just like online right now after we get off, just buy it and just like have it at my house ready to go, like on
dude,
physical.
I
My
think you can
wife
make it.
loved it. Leah, I cannot believe this. One of my favorite things in the world is watching a movie with Leah, and her like loving it and me not thinking she's going to. And for some reason, and I like it a lot, she really likes Yorgos Lanthimos movies and she fucks with them. And it's super cool because they can get weird. I guess it was good that her first one was Poor Things because I think that one is pretty off the wall at times. But yeah, that movie's just fantastic.
I also think I think you could make an argument for Aiden Delbus as a supporting actor. Like, in my opinion, he was better than like Benicio del Toro. Benicio's in the movie for like 10 minutes. Aiden Delbus is like doing so much incredible work, and like I preferred his performance to Elordi too. Um, the movie's really good, and they're all crushing. I don't know. I liked it a lot.
All right, let me give you a little quiz here on the spot.
Okay.
Um, John Williams has won 5 times. Oh my, holy shit, he's been nominated 54 times. What the fuck? But he has won 5 Academy Awards for Best Original Score. What are you won't get the fifth one. Fiddler on the Roof is one, it says, +1 for a
I would have
best.
gotten that. Don't give me.
Really?
I would have got. I like Fiddler on the Roof. Yeah.
Sorry,
Tevye.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I did. Okay, it was listed differently. So, all right. What are the four?
Um, Schindler's List,
Yep,
Jaws,
yep.
Jurassic Park,
No,
Raiders of the Lost Ark,
no.
Last
And that
Crusade.
no. You're missing some big ones. I say don't think Spielberg.
Um,
Think one of Spielberg's buddies.
A New Hope.
Yeah,
Is
and
there
then
another Star Wars movie in there?
no, it's just Star Wars. What it was originally called,
So
not
wait,
New Hope at the
there's
time.
only one I'm missing, right?
Yeah, and
What
think
is
I would
that?
say think
Give
back
me
to
a hint. Give
Spielberg.
me a hint.
Yeah, think back to Spielberg.
E.T.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Okay. I mean, they're all good. They're all good scores. I think.
yeah. Jurassic Park is crazy. He probably was nominated for it, but
Yeah.
um, anyway. Oh wait, let's see here. The score for Jurassic Park came out in 1993, I believe. Jurassic Park did. I'm not gonna. There's too much research down there. Anyways, we'll keep
Wait, wait,
moving
wait.
on.
It was the same year as Schindler's List, right? So
Yes, which
that's why.
was
Okay. It was
oh
he made them. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why.
good
Okay.
good pull there. Good pull.
Yeah.
Um, which nomination do you want to talk about next, or which win? Which category?
Um,
Animated feature was just like we can. It was chalked. We don't need to talk about it.
is that what you would have picked? Because I still have
Yeah.
not. I still haven't seen it.
Still haven't seen
But
K-pop. I'm good. You
nah.
need to. You have to promise you something right now. It's gonna be. This is gonna be on the internet forever. I respect your um, firmness in not getting a Netflix subscription. Ted Sarandos was there, but and Conan made fun of him. We talked about that. When K-pop Demon Hunters goes on Criterion Collection, will you buy it?
Yeah.
Do you
Sure.
have Criterion Collection movies?
I don't have a. No, I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing about them for me. This is such a 2026 brain thing, but maybe it was just the one I watched, and I have a few. I have like maybe 8 or 9, but they don't have subtitles. You can't do subtitles on them. At least the one that I put in, which was recently, which was Francis Ha, I believe. I tried to get subtitles for Francis Ha, and it was not working.
Can you have subtitles for stuff that's not in English?
I mean, I don't have a Criterion Collection movie that's not in English, but I was saying like
Okay.
I was looking. I believe it was Francis Ha. I was like looking like put subtitles on, and I was not able to do it. Now
Honestly,
maybe
that's great. It ruins the experience.
no, it does not.
Yes, it
It,
does.
it
Dude,
helps the
if you're
experience,
reading subtitles, if you're looking at subtitles, you're not taking in the full experience of the movie.
brother. You could say that about international movies.
No. when it's not
Oh,
a when it's not a necessity. I would say so. Like,
okay, okay, okay.
if there's like a French film, right? Like someone who speaks French is going to have a better experience watching that than I am naturally because I think
Yeah,
they're able to just lock into it. That doesn't mean don't watch it. It doesn't mean I can't love it, but the experience will be more if you're able to just hear the words and understand what's being said. I think it is automatically a better experience.
yeah,
Um, but I know you like you always have subtitles for stuff even in English, right?
yeah. Because I just don't want to miss anything. I like I said, what movie was I watching recently that I was missing my subtitles? I feel like I say that too, like once every 3 months. It's like I watched a movie and man, oh, it was fucking probably The Bride. I could not understand what Jesse Buckley was saying in that movie sometimes.
I heard people say that.
Yes, could not understand it. I would say another one, and maybe this is just the crowd and how annoying they were, and maybe the auditorium and the way the sound was coming through. But I love Boosters. The opening movie, that was another movie I could not understand what was being said a lot of times. So there are times where I miss my buddies the subtitles.
So all this to say, was this your choice for animated film?
Oh, I've got to be completely honest with you. I have not watched Elio or Little Amelie yet.
Okay.
So, and that's on me. I need to watch that. But out of the ones, yes, I do think that Zootopia 2's story is better. But for my personal enjoyment, I like K-pop Demon Hunters more.
I really liked Arco a lot.
Did you? Did you?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I liked Elio a lot too. I think it would have been one of them for me. Zootopia 2, like a little bit behind, but I also like that a good bit.
I can't wait for your 2026 Wrapped when you have five K-pop Demon Hunter songs on there. You've heard a song from it, right? You had to have.
I heard Golden last night, it sounded like shit. So
Golden sounded like shit. You heard it here first, folks.
yeah, I'm sorry. Like listening to that live and then listening to I Lied to You, like I Lied to You actually sounded good. I feel like Golden was more designed to be like produced and like which is fine, but it didn't
Yeah,
sound as good live.
it's
Like
different. There's a lot more actual instruments, I would say, in I Lied to You than there are in Golden, so it just doesn't translate as well to a stage adaptation. My
yeah,
roommate just unfollowed you on TikTok.
that's okay.
So-
I'll rebuild the relationship, but
yeah, yeah, we'll get him back. We'll get him back. We'll just wait till he watches the movie on Criterion Collection, K-pop Demon Hunters. You've heard it here first. I will say, if you don't like that song, we were talking about this last
I
night at
don't
the
like
party.
dislike the song. It's
No,
just
no, no,
like
no. I don't think it's the best song. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I understand on stage it didn't sound or wasn't as good as I Lied to You, but there's other songs that are better. And the only reason why that song was nominated, in my opinion, was because there's the number one song in the world, and that's unfortunately the only reason why it won as well. But
yeah.
that's just how it happens. But I will say too, I Lied to You. Damn, we didn't talk about that yet. Shit, that was one where the party, everyone's like freaking out. They think it's cool, and I'm like, shh, I want to listen to the music.
Yeah,
But it was sweet. I mean, and Jack O'Connell. That's what I was hoping would happen. Was they would
that was
recreate the
funny.
scene,
Yeah,
and they did. But Jack O'Connell coming up there,
yeah,
it was good. It was good. It reminded me of like I'm just Ken. It's like having fun interacting with like when Ryan Gosling performed it at the Oscars, like interacting with the crowd, get everyone there. And I think it was a smart idea, even though they cut off part of the telecasts for some of the awards, most notably Golden, as we're fucking talking about it right now. But it was a good idea to not do all five songs that were
yeah.
nominated.
Nobody wants to hear that bullshit ass
Diane
fucking.
Warren,
Nobody wants to hear
bro.
that.
Diane Warren's number one
I'm
hater over
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry.
I don't think that Miley Cyrus song got nominated. They were playing it a lot, but it did not get nominated. The one for Avatar.
The movie, that song, like I like Miley Cyrus. I think she's a very talented artist. That song was ass.
Was it As
Avatar,
One?
Fire and Trash. The song was,
Avatar, Fire, and Trash.
yeah,
Damn,
it's not good. That
you're
movie
going
was
through the
bones.
you're going through the throat now.
Yeah, the song
Oh my,
matched the movie.
the song matched the movie. Good lord. All right. Original screenplay, best adapted screenplay. Those were chalked. I mean, everyone knew who was going to win when it came to those departments. Anything to say about those?
I mean, happy Ryan Coogler. There's no one else I think I would have given it to. Adapted screenplay. I don't know.
Can
Begonia, Hamnet, Train Dreams, like all really good.
I want to tell you when I a couple of days ago sat down and listened to Steven Spielberg talk. It was cool because he did say obviously the Oscars were coming up, and I get Sean Fennessy, the interviewer, asked him like when it comes to the Oscars, like do you still watch movies? Do you still
Yeah.
enjoy movies? And he said, yeah, he still takes it all in. He watches it every single year, which is crazy. He had even watched the animated shorts and the animated live action films. Like he's watched everything. But and he's even produced a movie. I was telling people last night that a lot of they kept on showing Spielberg over and over again, and people were freaking out about that. And a lot of people forget that he actually produced Hamnet, which is why he was sitting right behind Chloe Zhao. But the thing is, he singled out one of the movies that were nominated, and a movie that did not walk home with any awards last night, unfortunately. And he was talking about Train Dreams, which I know was one of your favorite movies of the year. And he was it was so interesting because Steven was like, I'm getting a movie like Train Dreams is I just didn't think we could get anything like that ever again. So the seeing how successful that was is kind of astonishing. It's following a man through his entire life, and he was just like, "That's the stuff I grew up on," basically, is what he was saying. But that was cool
Yeah.
that he singled out that movie above all the other ones. But adapted screenplay for that, it'd been cool. It is always a weird situation when stuff is nominated, but it's like, yeah, we'll throw you a bone, but we're not going to give you nothing. Sorry, bud. But that's just how it happens.
Yeah, like Kate Hudson.
um, I guess actress. We don't need to talk about best actress. I mean, all respect to Jessie Buckley. It is cute always to me how I was watching her. I was watching her. It was loud in the room. I was watching her, and I mean everyone was, but her freaking out, just like, come on, dude. I mean, you knew this. You knew this was happening. I guess it is a
You
surreal
can
moment.
know something's gonna happen and still
Yeah,
be overwhelmed. I mean,
yeah.
you know.
When I win my Oscar, when I'm on the award circuit, and
Mhm.
I've been going through it for months, and I've my trophy case is about to fall down because it's so heavy.
Right.
Maybe I'll also freak out as well. Who knows?
Maybe.
One day. I'm
Yeah,
telling you
even if
what,
the win is
being
even
here
if the win
though,
is obvious.
yeah, being here though, maybe I'll get into acting. I'm pretty good at acting. I think I'm good at acting.
Okay. I believe in you, Stone.
I cannot wait until I'm I can't wait until I'm an actor, and you're like, dude, this movie's shit. You gotta be honest with me.
Nah, I just wouldn't. If it was bad, I just wouldn't review it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm thankful that you and our listeners are dealing with my voice and being here at South by Southwest, and me not putting out any content for us lately, or for myself either. But I will say the reason why I'm saying that is I'm thankful because I don't think so far at South by I have watched a bad movie, which is good.
Yeah, that is good. I think I can't remember. There was maybe two movies I saw there that I didn't like. One of them that was that stupid fucking what was that movie in space that like Flying Lotus did? Oh
Ash.
my God. That movie was bad. Oh my God, it was bad.
I will say there is a movie tomorrow that I'm watching where I did see some bad reviews on it, and I'm like, all right, we'll see how I think about it. It's called Mike, Nick, and Alice. It is a Hulu movie, and it stars
Hulu's going
Vince.
crazy at South by.
Yeah, yeah, it stars Vince Vaughn and James Marsden and Eliza Gonzalez, I believe is the actress's name.
Isa.
Isa Gonzalez, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not heard good things about that, and I haven't said it yet on this recording, but I want to tell everyone
Wait, dude,
to.
Isa Gonzalez was in Ash.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
and she's also
crazy.
hold on, she's also in another movie at this
Oh
festival.
no.
She's also at another movie in this festival. What was it?
In the
Isa?
Gray?
No, no, no,
I
no.
Love Boosters.
Oh yeah, shit. Yep.
Yeah.
She's a Boosters, so
Okay,
she's been
so
having a
she got a
week.
good movie.
Yes, she has
She was also
she
in.
has got a good movie.
She was in the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which I liked.
Did you see the trailer for Richie's new movie?
No,
Most dude,
but
it's the most broy movie ever. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it stars Cavill and Gyllenhaal, which are like the two man's man actors. Like currently, I feel like of like our generation for a lot of guys.
yeah, he has his Young Sherlock show on Prime Video, which my parents are watching and allegedly they really like it. But
Cool.
that's dude, it's funny. The movie you just talked about is In the Gray, which Isaac Gonzalez is also in. It's
Wait,
just
what are you
kind of a
talking?
crazy.
What
In
movie
the
that was that?
Gray is the Gyllenhaal Cavill movie,
Oh my
and
gosh!
Isaac
Wow,
Gonzalez is in that too.
she's getting paychecks. Holy shit! Good for
And,
her.
and Rosamund Pike is also in that.
Oh, I like her a lot. Interesting.
Yeah.
Good for Isa. Cool name too, Isa. Better
Yeah.
than what I say, Eliza. Yeah, not as Eliza wouldn't have been as cool. So, but yeah, I will say we were talking about just a little bit of the festival. Yeah, everyone go watch a movie called Over Your Dead Body. That's the only movie that I freaked out at, and it was an incredible experience. Over Your Dead Body. It stars Jason Segel and Samara Weaving, and
Nice.
it's great. I will say one thing too, just a little thing. It's not a spoiler, but Samara Weaving different than what I've seen her in before, and everyone said this just worked for the movie for comedy. Like if it was like this in Ready or Not, maybe Ready or Not would be better. She speaks in her like original accent. She's not doing an American accent. She's just Australian, and it's just funny. It's just like you have the snarkiness, her timing. It really the comedy is just way more elevated than doing a basic American accent, to be honest. Especially with Siegel like across from her.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
yes, Buckley. I mean, have we missed anything? Did you think? Well, who was your pick for? I mean, we briefly touched on Sean Penn not being there. Who was your pick for best supporting? Who
Can
did
we
you
can
want
we actually talk about that? Like,
in
I
passing? But
I think it's ignorant. Like I think it's disrespectful to like the other people that were nominated, and it's almost like he knew he was gonna win, and he's just like, "Fuck y'all, I'm not even gonna show up." Like he's just such a piece of shit. Um, which is why I think he maybe was so good in that role. But like,
yeah, that's what I've been telling people.
when you have, I would have liked to see Delroy or Stellan win, and I think it would have been well deserved. But I think it was rude. And I don't know the situation of why he wasn't there, but
I also do think it was deserved, though. I mean, they're all like really good performances. Like Sean Penn is very good
it's
in
the
that movie.
meatiest performance of
Yeah,
like he has the most responsibility. It's the best performance in his movie, I think. So I get it. Um,
I'm sure I've said
but
this on this
yeah.
podcast before because it's like my vocal stem from that movie. I kept on saying it over and over again. Maybe last night as we're going and we were talking about just everything in general and like with Sean Penn's name, whatever get brought up. One of my favorite parts of that movie, I'm sure I've told you this, is when she goes, "Your shirt's pretty tight." And he goes, "I'm not gay." He's like, "I'm not a homosexual." It's so funny,
Because
dude.
you feel like that's literally just Sean Penn. Like it's he's not acting. Like it's great.
Why is your shirt so tight? That's good comedy, dude. It's so good. Oh
It's a
god.
funny movie. Like if you ask me one word to describe that movie, I would say funny. I think
Yeah.
it's a funny movie.
Yeah. I mean the best part of the movie, it's good, man. I mean the best part of the movie, I know a lot of people don't like the way, Paul wrote black actresses, and I get that, especially when it comes to the black actresses in the movie, especially when it comes to the beginning. But like I do like the climax, but then also the whole him and Benicio trying to get out of there is like the best part of the movie. Him talking to the guy like you talk about the comedy on the phone, but then him
Hmm.
trying to run away and falling and being in the hospital, all that stuff's good.
Yeah.
Um, best actor. What did you think was going to happen?
If you're asking me honestly, I really wasn't sure because I kind of made a video about this. I feel like I think the odds, like the Oscar odds leading up
Yeah, I
to it,
saw
I
your
think they
video.
were
Yep.
manipulated by people making uninformed bets. And I think it swung the odds. So it was an interesting situation where like I didn't feel like I could trust that. And before voting closed, Timmy had an edge, or at least like 55%, something like that. So I wasn't really sure of what to make of that, but I think I felt in my gut that Michael had the best chance to win. Um, and I'm so happy he did. I think it's a great performance. I made a really long video about it the other day. I just
It's doing
rewatched
well, dude.
Sinners.
It's doing well. I saw that. I'm happy
Yeah.
about that.
Um, I just watched it for the fourth time, and I think it's a movie where like you kind of pick up a little something extra every time you watch it. Um, and I've seen a lot of people be really dismissive of the performance and the movie, and I think you're telling on yourself in a way if you can be just you can not like the movie for sure, and you can be critical of it, but people are just like so dismissive of it in a weird way, and the energy is so odd, and I don't understand. Um, but to me, it was between him and Ethan Hawke. I thought Ethan Hawke was fucking amazing in Blue Moon. Did you watch Blue Moon?
I still have not.
Okay, I think you'll like it. I think
Did you see that he did an interview recently and he's like the next movie that me and Linklater are working on together will be one of the greatest movies of all time. Fucking insane thing to say, but whatever. I mean, he could
very
be
confident
top.
guy.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm excited to see. I like Linklater's movies, so I'm excited to see it, but
yes.
crazy
I'm
statement to say.
curious what that is. And Ethan Hawke's a great actor. You know,
Yeah, he's a good actor,
yeah,
and he just always seems so happy to be there. Like just to be like, I remember when
a
I think
lot
it
of
was Mike.
energy.
Yeah, I think it was when that guy. I mean, when the whole thing happened at the BAFTAs, but when the actor got up there for I Swear and he won, I remember him like I think he directly was talking to Ethan Hawke, and Ethan Hawke said it was like better. I think
He
he
he was
mouthed it was
talking
better
about
than being nominated.
Ethan Hawke came, I think, and spoke. And I forget that actor.
Yeah,
He's doing pretty well. He's kind of coming up. I forget his name. But I think he said that Robert Aramio, I think is how you say it. Um, but I think he said Hawk came and spoke to him and when he was young and it resonated with him.
right. And then Hawke's like, holy shit, like, and now look at this kid now, and that's better than winning. Yeah, Ethan seems like a decent guy in certain aspects of his life. But
So
go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I was going to say Aramio played. He's the guy who played young Ned Stark in the flashback stuff in Game of Thrones,
Oh
and then he
yeah, yeah.
also played Elrond in the
Rings
Rings
of
of
Power.
Power show. Yeah, yeah,
I said I knew he's in that, which
yeah.
is crazy that that show still exists, but it's wild.
It's not quite as bad as
The
many people
evil
say.
evil Lord of the Rings fans are like, "Bah, it's not George or it's not a
I
you
mean,
know token.
they couldn't get the rights they needed. They couldn't get the rights to the Silmarillion, and they're telling these stories like it's an odd situation. So you kind of have to
Yeah.
write fan fiction. They should have done that. They should have. They shouldn't have. I don't think they should have done it if they couldn't get the rights, but they're trying. It's
Oh,
not a
did you
great
see?
show, but
Did you see who's the lead? Who the lead is going to be in the Hunt for Gollum or whatever?
no,
Oh, you didn't see that? They
no.
announced who the lead actress at least is going to be. It's going to be, and I think it's a decent choice. Kate Winslet.
She's playing Galadriel.
That's something you can Google right now. I'm not sure. I would Google it. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm sitting in a chair and it's very awkward for me to search anything on my laptop on my lap. But yeah, she was cast I think a couple days ago, but I don't know if they
So
just said
I'm
who
not.
she's playing.
I'm seeing Rita Romani as Arwen, Patrick O'Connor as Gandalf, Adrian Webster as Aragorn. These are like unknown actors. That's interesting,
But
which
you
I
do see
kind of
Kate.
like. But what it doesn't she's not showing up on this
I was just about to
Wikipedia.
say. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get it to load here.
I'm
Kate
looking it up. Hold on.
wins. Okay, okay. Kate Winslet, The Hunt for Gollum.
It says
Mu-
she is the female lead.
There you go.
Okay.
I was like, okay, I'm not talking out of my ass here. I was like, I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, so we don't know, but I
The
guess
role has
maybe.
not been disclosed. Okay.
Okay, okay. There you go. I
I
think she's
feel
a
like
good
it
pick
has
for
to
it.
be Galadriel, I would assume.
I think that's a good pick. I think she'll fit the world. Nice.
Yeah. I have a lot of doubts about that movie, but
Yeah, yeah, I don't doubt your doubts. But
okay. I'm very stupid because I'm look
what are you
God
looking
damn
at?
it. I'm looking at
Yes,
okay.
Dan was
I'm looking
stupid.
at the
Yes.
2009, undoubtedly. I'm like, who the fuck is Adrian Webster? And also, I was like, Aragorn hasn't been cast yet. This makes no sense. This is the 2009 fan film, The Hunt for Galadriel.
Oh,
Okay.
that was the whole thing where like that was a weird situation. And then like then they like take the movie down and stuff like that. I remember when they announced this movie,
It was
everyone,
fucked. It was fucked. Yeah, it was
yeah,
fucked.
it was already a short film on YouTube, but then once I guess you would say Amazon MGM. No, 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 because they don't have the rights. Who is it? Warner Brothers? It's New
E-
Line Cinema, I think. New Line Cinema for sure.
yeah.
Anyways, whatever. They took the film down and then they put it back up, but that was a fuck situation. You were right.
Okay. All right. That makes more sense. Yeah. Kate Winslet. Then it says Andy Serkis, Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen.
Yeah. Um. Anyways, you want to close Best Picture? I mean, Paul Thomas. And that's the thing too. Like I said, I do really like One Battle After Another, and I think Sinners was neck and neck with it. I will say, in the back of my mind during this whole run, it is a kind of like it's Paul Thomas Anderson's time kind of a thing, which I don't like. Like I said, talk about Jamie Lee Curtis, but I will say it wasn't as egregious as maybe a nomination or a win like that because I do think that you can make an argument that One Battle for a lot of people was the best movie of the year. So
There's like 5 or 6 movies I would have preferred to have seen win.
for a lot of people, that's why I said a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
So what was your number one out of the nominations? It was Sinner, because I'm assuming Sorry Baby would have been your obviously your movie to win, but
No. So I think I had Sorry Baby at 5, Sinners at 4, and then Hamnet was 1. No
oh
Other
yeah,
Choice was 2, and Begonia was 3.
damn.
So no other choices in there. I would have liked to have seen Hamnet. I would have liked to have seen Begonia. I would have liked to have seen the fucking Secret Agent maybe over One Battle. Like Train Dreams, Sinners, like give
F one
me
F1
sentimental
over
value
One Battle.
maybe. Like I don't
You take an F1
know.
over One Battle
I
too.
don't know why F1. And it was so cringe watching them talk about that movie. Like it felt like they were talking about like a Make-A-Wish kid. I just they're like, oh, it was certainly it was fun. Like I don't know. It's a wasted
That's
spot.
comparing F1 to a Make a Wish kid is very funny.
I mean,
It's it's just
dude, the odds were like plus 10,000. Like when it like it just had no
participation
chance to win
award.
ever. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's in a year with so many good movies, like I don't understand wasting a spot like that. But
Yeah. When it comes to anything about the telecast, I mean, we did clarify and confirm that Stone was wrong, and it's not YouTube next year; it's YouTube in 2029. But like, is
Mhm.
there anything about it that you would change? Obviously, just maybe let's let people speak, but
Yeah, I'm tired of a way you can let people speak is cut down all the stupid fucking bits. I'm tired of all they're not funny. Like the RDJ Chris Evans thing was so goddamn cringe. Like nobody is laughing. RDJ's in a little green Doctor Doom suit. Like,
I will say, I'm not Marvel pilled like a lot of people. I do like Marvel, but I was with a lot of people last night who like Marvel, and when he came out of that suit, they're like, "Whoa!"
but but why? Why?
Marketing. It's a Disney movie. It's a Disney movie. Just market it however you want. You got headlines.
But
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
said, oh, it's a green suit. Like what? I'm
Oh,
sorry,
you're
bro.
asking.
That bit was
My bad. My bad. You're asking why people freaked out, not why.
yeah.
Obviously, RDJ wore it, but
I'm sorry. It wasn't funny, and it goes on for so long, and then it's like they come back and like RDJ isn't there, and then he has to come back. It's just like this isn't funny. Please, please stop,
you
please.
know what?
And,
You know
and
what's interesting to me? Sorry for interrupting you. Is One thing I noticed about Chris Evans, and I'm not like obviously body shaming anybody here, but I'm just observing. It's like it seems like he's maybe taking a Dave Bautista route, where a man who what used to be very muscular, he looks kind of like slim now. Like he doesn't have as much muscle as he's had in the past. But it got me thinking though.
He was
I'm like,
never like
oh,
huge, huge. Like he always
hmm,
was like I think leaner.
okay,
Like I don't know. I think he definitely was big, but
yeah. Well,
I
it's
don't
got me
know.
thinking though because he's in the Doomsday, so I'm curious if I mean maybe they could just pat him. Who the fuck knows? But
Yeah, but that movie, I just have so many concerns. I don't know.
dude,
But
it's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so interesting watching them.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure the discourse will be fun. But
Supposedly next week we're getting what, or this week we're getting a brand new day, but then also Dune Part Three, maybe this week.
yeah.
I'm pumped.
Were you happy with sentimental value winning for international?
Yeah, yeah. I will say terrible. Terrible. I'm about to say this. I was talking to people about this week. The only quote unquote best picture movie that I have not watched yet is The Secret Agent. I was gonna go watch it. I remember telling you about that, and I know you like that. I mean, you just said you would take that over One Battle, but
Maybe, maybe.
maybe okay.
Yeah, I had them about the
Um,
same. I think I had them both at 4
it didn't have
stars.
good distribution, really. I don't think. I think it was Neon.
It was in the U.S.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. But then also, I remember I almost went, but it was like it is a longer movie, and it's not that I have a problem watching longer movies. It's just the problem was when it was showing. Your boy, your boy almost fell asleep in a movie theater yesterday at like 1 p.m. Now, to be fair, it's because I'm barely getting any sleep every single night. But
yeah.
I had 4 hours of sleep last night, and I'm here with Goodwill Podcasting with Dan and Stone.
I appreciate that.
This is like I want to do this. I should do this. This is always a fun conversation. So trust me, it's not. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to go stand in line here after we get done for 2 hours in the freezing cold weather in Texas, 52-degree weather, to go try to hopefully get into a fucking movie. But the only
Also,
movie that I wasn't able to get a ticket for,
which movie is that?
the Little Bit of Kiss one.
Oh yeah. Also, we didn't talk about cinematography, but Autumn
Oh
Draw
shit!
Paul,
Yes, holy shit! Yes, yes, definitely.
yeah, is the first woman ever to win the award, and
Yes,
she was the fourth woman to be nominated. I made a whole video. There's been over 600 nominations because there was a period of time when they were nominating color and black and white like separately. So there's been over 600 nominations. Four women have been nominated, and also I think she is the first. Her father is African American. He's Creole. I think she's the first black person ever, and her mother's Filipino. But first, I don't know if she's the first person of color ever to win, but the first person with black heritage ever to win as well. Um,
is she the first a woman of color to win, or first woman to
First
win?
woman ever to win the award.
Wow, 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 wow.
It was the only like gender mixed category where a woman has never won, which is
Interesting.
insane. Um, but yeah,
Deserved
and
to.
like yeah, it was.
Dude,
I'm
was it
very
her?
happy
Was it
for her.
her? Was it? I can't remember who it was, but a great moment of the night was when all the women stood. She like somebody asked all the women to stand up. Was
It
it
was
her?
her. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that was
her.
great. That was a great
Yeah,
moment.
yeah, that was
Really
really
enjoyed
cool.
that a
And
lot.
and Ryan Coogler uh like picked up her son and like carried him up towards the stage so he could hear, and it was just like that team seems to really just appreciate each other. She also shot Wakanda Forever with him, so their relationship goes back. And like him and Ludwig, like they've been friends for 15 years. Like
Yeah.
it's very cool to see that kind of stuff, and those relationships pay off in this way.
I mean, even for like film fans, it's so good for us to have teams like that because you know
Yeah,
that these
and
people,
Michael B. Jordan, like going back years with
100%.
Coogler, like it's
You
yeah.
just know that now Kugler's got his composer, Kugler's got possibly now his cinematographer for forever. He's always got Michael B there. He's got all of these people, and it's just like they're gonna make movies over and over again. It kind of reminds me of like Yorgos, right? Yorgos and Emma Stone. Fucking,
Mhm.
I mean, there's been people throughout the history of cinema who have partnered up and done tons of stuff together. But it is cool that we have another one that is now probably going to be around for a long time. Yes, good job
Yeah.
mentioning cinematography. I was trying to go through the list as best as I could. But when I was looking at it, it was hard to be like, okay, what haven't we talked about? What have we talked about? And also too,
Yeah.
very much deserved. I think the only one that I would say even competed with it personally is Train Dreams. That's the
Hmm.
one where I was like, Train Dreams could possibly, like, not possibly win, but that's the only competition with Sinners, in my opinion.
Yeah. The Frankenstein nomination.
a
I'm sorry, but
lot of hate for good old Frankenstein. One battle's not bad. Marty Supreme's not bad either. I think they do a good job with the color
Darius
saturation in that
Kanji.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good job. Uh, all right. 2026 Oscar conversation. Dan, anything you want to close out with?
Not really. Like I said at the beginning, not the most exciting overall, not controversial really, but I think they generally made solid choices. I think there was a lot to like about the ceremony in general.
Yeah.
Uh, and I'm happy to see. I mean, especially Autumn and Michael. I just think they're really good wins, and I'm glad they were able to get those.
Yeah, and I was telling people, like somebody asked me, everyone here are good content creators, and I'm not because they're like with their mics, they're ready. They're like, let's interview people, all this stuff. At least when it comes to just like creating content on the spot
Sometimes it's good
with,
to just enjoy the moment. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think that's a dying skill. And even like unrelated, but watching the baseball game last night, so many moments, it's like they pan the crowd and everyone's just like on their phone recording. And it's like, be in the moment. Like,
yeah. Well, I was gonna say though, somebody asked me last night, and I was like, I mean, a lot of people were talking about it. I said the night was made personally for me with Michael. It's like, yeah, it was an annoying that we knew one battle after another was going to win, and even like Paul Thomas Anderson was director, which we didn't talk about, but we knew that was going to happen. Um, but like again, it's your time to win award. But with Michael winning, it's like that was worth it. That was worth it. And
yeah.
genuinely, if you like, I last night at 2:30 in the morning because everything that was going on with the party, I sat in this bed over here and I watched that again. I watched him winning again, and it's cool because he genuinely that is something unlike Amy Madigan, unlike Jesse Buckley, unlike Sean Penn. Just kidding because he wasn't there. But like when his name when his name was called out, he for a 1 second has a look of absolute disbelief and like he's about to faint, and it's
Yeah.
it's it's so cool to see like how shocked he was, just a genuine reaction like that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But yeah, exciting stuff. Dan, I think next week we're going to talk about Project Hail Mary. I would assume. I think that is the movie next week. I got a big fan over here on the couch who you watched the movie with, who was
Yeah.
excited about that. But I'm excited to talk about that. I'm watching it tonight, so I'm excited to text you my thoughts on it. I heard Rocky is fun.
He's the man.
Rocky's the
Yes.
man. Best Rocky movie.
Until he kills everyone.
Is it the best Rocky movie? Is this over any of the Stallone ones? A
It's
lot of
not the
them.
best Rocky movie, no. No.
Okay, okay.
Very
But yeah,
good
I mean,
though. I think it's
okay,
very good. I don't think it's perfect, but very good.
okay. Well, you got a snippet of Dan's review there. Above Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. Yes.
But yeah, everyone, thanks for listening to our conversation on the Oscars. Let us know what you thought about them, about the winners, about snubs, about who should have won, about the telecast. But until next week, until Project Hail Mary, please go outside, drink some water. I've been missing out on water drinking. I drink a whole lot of it. Dan's about to drink some right now. Good man. Don't drink white monsters. This is what's powering me through. I was asking a question. Here's the thing. Let me be a testament. I was asking a question to a celebrity, Finn Wolfhard to be exact. And as I was acting it, my calf started cramping up. And it was a very stressful time to
Damn.
ask the question. So make sure you drink your water, get some exercise. But yeah, go outside this week, watch some good movies, and we'll see you next week for Project Hail Mary. Peace out, everybody.